We're back. Intuitive Insights, y'all. What are we about to do? Turn on up and drop a what? We're going to drop a fire insight on a beautiful, lovely topic. How many of y'all know Donny Hathaway? A little love, love, love. Hopefully you're doing well. You're doing wonderful, right? You're vibrating at a high level. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about choosing love versus fear, right? Following your heart versus fear. Ooh, I had a tough time with this in my life. Woo! It was tough. Still is tough. Still is very tough. But it's important. It's critical. And it's beneficial. All those beautiful things, right? A lot of times we're told life is a B. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But life can be a B, which is what? Life can be bliss. Life can be happiness. Life can be joy. Life can be high vibrational if you choose that life, right? The heart. As children, I'm going to take it back to infancy, right? When we're in our mother's womb, the parents get all excited, right? They go to where? They go to listen to something, right? What do they go and listen to? A liver beat, right? A pancreatus beat. A kidney beat. Our marvelous creator, God, right? Created the first organ. And the organ was the heart. And we were doing what? We were listening to the heart. Interesting. Is that subliminal? Is that coincidental? There's no coincidences in life, my friends. And family, y'all are family. The heart. Listening to the heart are what parents do. How does that change as we go through life? Do most people listen to their hearts when they make decisions? I bet they try to. Consciously, people try to make heart-based decisions, right? When a lot of times they're choosing fear. Fear of what? Fear of maybe how others view you. Fear of maybe disappointing parental guidance. When they got their guidance from their parents, well, was that guidance right? Or was it simply a program that they lived and that they chose that they're passing down? Or are they allowing their children to live their best life, or make the decisions based on their heart? These are tough decisions in life. I made some very, very tough decisions. And I'm here to tell you that. Heart versus fear. What do y'all think you're choosing? Because these decisions are very tough. But there is a reason for it. There's a reason that choosing your heart path, choosing your passion, following your heart can be one of the hardest decisions you make. But what comes with risk? One of the most rewarding decisions you can make. When elderly people have been asked, what's your number one regret in life? What do y'all think it was? From what I've read, the number one regret is not being their true selves and following their heart. They never were themselves. So why don't we tune into what they would have done when they're in that critical, precious, intricate moment of their life? They wanted to be true to themselves, and they wish they could have followed their heart instead of listening to everybody else. It's tough, but it's important, and that's why I'm dropping this fire insight, y'all. I want to show you a book that I read. Try to pass along the good vibes. Follow Your Heart is a book I had purchased. Simple read, very simple read, but gives a lot of good insight into how do you follow your heart, right? Number one, and I'm going to take a little snippet out, give credit where credit's due, right? Connecting to your heart is like tuning into a radio station. As I've talked about in my other videos, we are electrical beings, y'all. When you tune into that heart, that's a different type of frequency When you're truly in love, that's a different type of frequency. When you're living a love-based life, a love-based passion, when you're a Kobe Bryant, he was on a different frequency. Do you see his life? Beautiful family, thriving as a basketball player. Tony Robbins, tapped in, tuned on, right? Tapped in, tuned in, turned on, like Abraham Hicks says. Tony Robbins. And the list goes on and on. A lot of these people were faced with dramatic challenges in their life, but they chose to stick it out and follow their heart. Right, y'all? Choosing love versus fear. How do we know if we're choosing fear? I'm going to put it simple, y'all. How do you feel? How do you feel? Do you feel joyful? Do you feel blissful? Do you feel like you're in something that you would do for free every day, that you love doing? I'm going to keep it real with you. Me doing these YouTube videos was my nudge, was one of my nudges that I'm following through on. Years ago, I would have never done it, even if I had the nudge. It was one of the hardest things for me to do it, to get up here and speak on something that goes on a public platform, right? Making YouTube videos. I got the nudge. I felt it here. I do it, right? For y'all, that could be as simple as, what do you love doing? What resonates for you? What do you enjoy? But what happens is, you and I, y'all, we can make that list, right? I love gardening, right? I love carpentry. I love, making baskets. I love plants. I love coffee. I have a list of it, I'll tell you right now. But then, we get all excited to make this list, right? But then, how's the world going to view us if we start following this list? How's your family going to view you if you start following this list? How are your current friends going to view you if you start following this list? Right? Y'all are going to come up against those battles in life. Promise you. If you choose a love, heart-based path, you're going to be faced with a lot of external turmoil. If you chose a fear-based path and you reverse and choose a different path in your life, you're going to be faced with some different things, y'all. People won't understand it. Why don't they understand it? Because if people didn't live it, they didn't experience it. People only understand what they're in vibration of, right? Their perception is based on their experiences and what they saw with their own eyes. If they didn't do it, they won't understand it. People will be quick to judge. But love, the heart-based path, the frequency of the heart, right? The highest frequency. What do y'all love doing? What are your passions? Now is the best time ever to start living those passions, being true to yourself. The lockdown could have been one of the most magnificent experiences for many people, right? A time to get in that toolbox and add to it, or pull out one of those, right, rusty screwdrivers and say, man, I really wish I could have used that, or wish I would have done something with it, and do something with it. What do you love doing? Because a lot of people out there are living blissful lives. They're living a love-based life. They're in their passions, right? They're in their passions. And I'm here to tell you, it's possible, right? The word impossible has what in it, y'all? I'm going to get a little cheesy, a little provolone. I'm possible. Impossible. What do you believe in yourself that you could do? Right? Because everything's a co-creation. Whatever you want to do is possible. 100%. When you see all these others doing it, that's what they did. Right? Fear versus love. And a lot of times simply what fear is not tuning into this and following the optics of what you see. It's just that simple, from my experience. Right? It's tuning in here. What really resonates? What do I love to do? what would I do for free on a daily basis? Because the money will come. The money is simply what? Currency. Current. What's a current? It's energy. Money is energy. It's meant to go in and out. It's meant to be transactional. It's not meant to be stored like an archive. Money isn't archives. Money is energy that's meant to go in and out like a currency. Right? That's the design of money. So the money will come. A lot of times we're choosing fear because we don't realize that the money will come. How could I make money off that passion? How could I really be myself and choose what's my calling is and then profitize it and monetize it? But if you read a lot of books or you listen to certain individuals, they tell you the money always comes. The money's never the issue. The money comes. Believe in yourself enough, choose a love-based path, highly vibrate at a certain frequency, and the money always comes. Does that resonate with y'all? This was some of my experience. I had a calling to do something different in my life. What do I do? What do you do? When you get that nudge, y'all, what are you going to do? If I received it along with many others, what decision are you going to make? Are you receiving that nudge for a reason? Right? Are you going to choose fear? Are you going to choose fear in a relationship? Well, that's what they did. That's what my parents did, and this is what's normal. But I don't feel amazing. I'm not really vibrating high. I don't feel watered, right? Or in a job, right? Same thing. Just kind of going through with the motions, right? Choosing fear. Got to do it. Choosing fear. We do it because of what? We fear we can't make finances elsewhere, right? We fear what? We're not good enough. Self-conscious of what other people think. All those things, right? All those things play a role. But we all have the ability to create the life we want to create. This is simply a third dimensional reality. We can play with this life, right? What do you want to do with it? It should be a marvelous place. A place that lives in harmony. We can all harmonize, right? Live in alignment. Live in alignment. And you know when you're in alignment because you're vibrating high. You're positive. You're excited. You can't wait to get up and go to work and do that job. Right? You don't want to put it down. You think Michael Jordan wanted to put the basketball down? Kobe Bryant wanted... Dudes are up at 3, 4 a.m. You think Floyd Mayweather was, man, I can't wait to get these gloves off me. Man, I can't wait to stop running. They couldn't wait to hit the pavement. They couldn't wait to hit the pavement. Do you think Tony Robbins, after he got started, was like, man, I don't want to get on stage anymore. That dude couldn't wait to get on stage till to this day, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. He could be in his 60s. He's been doing it 40 years, 40 plus years. And I know he'll do it till he's 80, 90, whenever. You don't retire from work you love. That work retires you. Right? When you live in fear, you can't wait to be done. You check the box. I did it. I did it. And it's all a choice. It's all a choice. Choosing love versus fear. Right? This isn't to say what's right and wrong out of life. We all can live the reality we want to live and choose to live. But choosing love, following your heart, there's purpose behind it. There's passion behind it. And there are long-term effects that are much more positive and beneficial on you, on your alignment, on what surrounds you, and what comes into your vibration. It's a total different lifestyle. Heart versus fear, y'all. Donny Hathaway. Love, love, love. Right? Y'all know what it feels like to be in love. Y'all know what it feels like to do something you love. I remember when I waited tables and bartended at a period of my lifetime, just to give you a little insight on me. I loved it. I couldn't wait to be in that environment. And I had an area in a bar that wasn't really busy. But little by little, guess what happened, y'all? The place was packed. The place was jumping. The place was jumping. I'm here to tell you, if you follow your heart and cut this out, right? This is the most important organ. We all know it. And it goes beyond that because it was the first organ. There's a reason that God made this the first organ that we go listen to. The heartbeat. What's the synonym of God that we all would know? The consensus. Love. God and love. So why aren't we doing what we love? I'm going to sound off on that note, y'all. I'm going to turn down, right? Thank you for always tuning in. I hope this helps. The book again is Follow Your Heart. I'll put it in the description. Thank you for always tuning in. Like, comment, share it, subscribe it. Get on the bus. Keep riding with me, y'all. Appreciate it. Much love. N2uitive Nsights.